Hi, my name is Nicole Tolton. I'm having some issues with my webcam and microphone, so I'm using an app on my phone to upload this to YouTube, so I hope this works out okay. I'm reviewing Madame Mirage Volume 1, Issue Number 3 for this independent reading project. And Madame Mirage was written by Paul Dini, who created the Harley Quinn character in the Batman universe. Volume 1 consisted of 6 issues, and I finished the entire volume. The series began in 2007, and there were talks of a Volume 2 in 2009, but it hasn't happened yet. And that's kind of disappointing to me because I really like the characters, and I'd love to see what happens next in the series. The comic has been well received by the public, and there's been a lot of comments regarding Mirage's appearance, but there is a reason for the way she looks, and I'll explain that a little later on. The reviews I've read for Madame Mirage rate the series very highly. A lot of comments on the artwork and the intricate story written by Paul Dini. The world of Madame Mirage takes place in an alternate universe where scientists engineered a biological enhancement known as megatech that allowed normal humans to obtain superpowers. And while there were a group of individuals who used their powers for good to protect humans, there were also those who abused their powers and became villains. The few good superheroes became overwhelmed, and society became worse off than before the invention of megatech. Eventually, the technology was banned, and most of those with superpowers were imprisoned, and they lost everything they had. The villains, however, went underground, and they got together, combined their resources, and they created this organization called Aggressive Solutions International, or ASI, and that allowed them the front of a legitimate business while still offering their services for hire. So they were basically hitmen. The series focuses on the goal of Madame Mirage and her sister Harper and their quest to destroy ASI. Again, I'm focusing on issue number 3, and it's called Girl Talk. So Madame Mirage in this issue has captured an associate of ASI named Lisa Gonzalez, who currently goes by the handle Brown Recluse, and she is able to kill people by scratching them with her fingernails. So Madame Mirage has Lisa tied to a chair, and she's questioning her on the whereabouts of another ASI associate named Bobby Rhodes. And Mirage begins to tell Lisa her background story, and she tells Lisa that if she can untie herself by the time Mirage finishes her story, she can have her gun and kill her with it. So Mirage proceeds to relay a tale of 2 sisters named Harper and Angela Temple, who are also the daughters of one of the original megatech engineers. And Harper and Angela start a fledgling tech company directly after grad school. And one evening, Angela meets with a gentleman named Bobby Rhodes from ASI to pitch their company to him, and she tells him about this new technology called Ellison Project that the sisters are experimenting with. And it involves negative refraction that would basically make combat soldiers virtually invisible. And Bobby tells his boss, after he returns to ASI, about the sisters. And his boss's name is Abraham Coyle. So Coyle wants what they have, so he sends Bobby back to their office the next day to offer a deal to the sisters, and Harper is totally against it, doesn't want to have anything to do with it. And she tells him that Angela should never have offered the Ellison Project as part of the deal because it's a top-secret government contract. So Bobby shoots Angela, and he kills her instantly. And he offers Harper one last chance to accept the offer. Well, Harper refuses, and Bobby shoots her as well. But we learn that Harper doesn't die, and it's revealed that Harper is actually Madame Mirage. And Harper has created Madame Mirage in a caricatured, enhanced version of her sister Angela. And she uses the technology that's based on the Ellison Project to develop the Mirage character. Mirage is gorgeous. She's tall, brunette, blue eyes, very well endowed, long legs, tiny waist, and she dresses in black and white. And her dress is a strapless white gown, and it's got a very long train, very femme fatale, 40s noir. And the dress, because of the train, it gives her an almost ethereal feel to it, which is fitting because she is by all means a ghost. And as Mirage finishes her story to Lisa, Lisa gets herself untied and she reaches for the gun, only to find out that the gun itself is a mirage. And Lisa starts telling her that she knows that she was once part of a group of heroes known as the Equalizers, and that the leader, Goldwing, she betrayed the leader when the Megatech ban went into effect in order to save herself. So we learn that Goldwing's name was Alexander Temple, and he was Harper and Angela's father. So he's imprisoned, and it's Lisa's fault. And Lisa realizes this and begs Harper not to kill her, claiming that she only did what she had to do in order to survive. And Harper points the gun at her and replies, "Well, that makes two of us." And she shoots Lisa point blank in the head. And that is the end of issue number 3. And the twist on Mirage's true identity was really interesting because it took me in a completely different direction than what I had anticipated in issue 1 and 2, where I thought the hero was actually Angela. I didn't know anything about anybody being shot or killed. So coming to find out that Harper is both characters, essentially, kind of threw me. And it's realizing that Harper is filling several roles in the hero monomyth in the series. So Harper's created the supernatural aid, which is a technology used to develop Mirage, and she seems to be a mixture of the hero, the anti-hero, the tragic hero, the Byronic hero, all rolled into one, because of the fact she's pretty much a split personality. Harper is Mirage, and Mirage is Angela, so she's kind of taken on this, like I said, a split personality. The tech used to create Mirage, it can be used to either project her image, or it can be used to cloak Harper's own image. So there's times when you see Mirage as an independent entity, and Harper's almost looking to her for guidance. So when you see her in those, it's almost like she's her own mentor at times. And in other scenes, she cloaks herself and she becomes Mirage. And it's very complex, and it's a little confusing at times. Harper's call to adventure came with the death of her sister Angela, and in the scenes where she's talking to her, it's kind of sad because you see her, still looking to her for guidance and talking to her if she's still alive, and only to come to find out that Harper herself is actually Mirage. And, I found myself chuckling at one point because Mirage indicates that she read too many comics growing up, because she embellishes a story that she thought went on between Bobby and the Abraham Coyle when he was telling him about the technology. She made it sound way worse than it actually went down, according to Lisa. And Lisa tells her, that's not what happened. And she apologized. And she was like, I'm sorry. I guess I read too many comics growing up. And I just thought it was really funny, especially after reading about Frederick Wortham in the last lesson. And in regards to the literary theories involved in the comic, I found a strong presence of feminism, psychoanalysis, and deconstruction, specifically in regards to the complexity of the Mirage character. And while Harper has admittedly created Mirage as a caricatured version of her sister, and to quote her, because no one's going to focus on a techno-geek left for dead when they're searching for an impossibly endowed femme fatale, the image she created plays into the stereotypes of the femme fatale, and some of the reviews actually cited her description and how it offended feminist views. But when learning that Harper is really Mirage, and Harper is this technological genius, and physically she's the complete opposite of Mirage, she's using that stereotype to her advantage by creating the strong female character that has been able to exact her revenge on this dangerous organization. The creation of the Mirage persona stemmed from this tragedy of the death of Angela, and her attitudes and mannerisms are influenced by this tragedy through Harper. So it was really, really good series. I really enjoyed reading it, and this concludes my independent reading project. I just wish he would write a volume 2 now. Thank you.